Hi everybody and welcome to another video. My name is Richard Seidlitz and I'm the owner of redpants.lol. This is going to be a very quick video talking about an issue that I had a couple days ago, how I fixed it, and how it may help you if you find yourself in the same situation. So about a month ago, I noticed that my passenger door started acting a little strange. Mainly, the most obvious thing was that the puddle light, which is this light down here, wasn't shutting off when it should. Everything else seemed to be fine. Until a couple days ago when my window stopped working entirely. And this is on the passenger door. The driver door, everything was working perfectly, but the passenger door kept having these problems. And I didn't really care too much because I had other stuff I had to deal with, but that window not working at all really was going to be an issue. So I tried everything else on the door and everything else functioned just fine. The mirror worked fine, the locks worked fine, the puddle light worked fine. But the window was not responding to either control on the passenger door or the driver door. So another day goes by and I was chatting with my buddy James over at Aston Installations, and I mentioned in passing that this was one of the things that I had to deal with as if I didn't have enough going on already. And he said, well, at least that's an easy fix. Just pull the fuses, let it sit for a couple minutes, and then put them back in. So that's what I did, and this is an easy thing for you to do. So let's go over how to do this. This is a very easy job requiring only a couple of tools. First, we have a T30 Torx bit and a ratchet, and then we have something to remove the fuse. You can use a fuse removal tool, or you can use a set of needle nose pliers, which is what I use because I already had them sitting out. The first step is to pull back the carpet on the floor of the passenger side of the vehicle. You only have to pull back the leading edge of it. You don't have to pull out the carpet entirely, so don't worry about that. If this panel, this carpet, has never been pulled out before or pulled back before, it's going to be stuck to the floor of the car. Don't be afraid to pull it and pull it loose. You can add some double-sided tape back to it if you want to do that, or you can leave it as is once you put everything back together. With that carpet pulled back, it exposes the access panel. There are 7 T30 Torx bolts holding that access panel in place. Use your ratchet and Torx bit to remove those bolts, and then set aside the access panel. And we're going to be able to access all of our fuses now. The two that we're interested in are fuse 82 and 83, and those are each corresponding to a different door. What I did was remove both of them, set them aside, close the door of the car, walk away, and make myself a cocktail because that's what I needed. And then after a few minutes, I came back and I reinstalled those two fuses. Now you don't have to worry about mixing them up because they are the same fuse for each of those two slots, so they are interchangeable in those two positions. Now, once I had plugged those back in, I tested out the window and everything was working back to normal. The window was going up and down and everything was good. And that solved my problem, and hopefully it does for you as well. The last thing to do is to reset the window itself. And this is something you may need to do regardless of whether or not you touch the fuses. So say you have a dead battery or something, or you disconnect the battery. There's different reasons why this can happen, but if you lose the automatic down function or the dip function, it may be because the window needs to be reset. All you have to do is hold the button down for lowering the window and continue to hold it down until it gets to its maximum low position. Keep holding it until it makes an audible clicking sound. It's going to be faint, and it's going to happen about 1 to 2 seconds after the window gets to the bottom spot. Then hold the window button so it goes all the way up, and again, keep holding it until you hear that click after a second or two once it's reached that maximum up position. That's it. That's all it takes to reset. You can test it out by just pressing the button to drop the window. It should drop all the way down. So this was a quick and easy job, taking just a couple of basic tools and a couple of minutes. And I got lucky and it fixed the problem for me, and hopefully it does for you as well. But I hope that helps. If you found something useful here today, then please give the video a like and subscribe to the Red Pants channel. And if you haven't done so already, go check out www.redpants.lol for more Aston Martin parts and information. And don't forget that the sales from the online store are what makes it possible for me to make these videos, which can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars per year owning your Aston Martin. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.